Hello, so I'm going to show you all tumblebuff of sorts. So what you need first is Fair and Dart, and then a buff spell. Any kind really. So you start out with a spell conduit sorcery, of course. So I'm going to use the crystal chime and a longbow. Let's get the Fair and Dart, right? You cast it into a backstep, which is just R1 and O at the exact same time. You go in, switch out your crystal chime for something that's unbuffable. So I'll choose the, Black Knight Greatsword. That's okay. Choose your Dark Moon Blade or something else. You do a back step, L2 and forward, as in walking forward at the same time, right? You do the back step first, then the L2 and the walking forward at the same time. And this can be used on any weapon of any sort. It can also be used on other spell conduits, of course. Now you can also use different spells with this, but along with this glitch comes another glitch. It's actually a fairly neat glitch. So what it is, it's, don't know how to explain it. It's like a tumble spell. So what you do is you would cast, walk forward, switch to the spell you want to actually use. But you also have to have, the spell conduit and the longbow. Anyway, cast, walk forward, L2. You have to be holding forward. You cast the Fair and Dart first, and hold L2, switch to your Crystal Soul Spear or whatever you want to use. And this will work with just about any spell that you want to use. For instance, I'll get out the Lightning Arrow and the Soothing Sunlight. You cast Lightning Arrow, okay, you walk forward, choose your Soothing Sunlight, roll L2. You have to hold that L2 and then let off, and you have that Soothing Sunlight primed. Now that Soothing Sunlight is there and it will not go away if you switch to another spell. So use it there, see? Not too awfully hard. Alright, so one of my favorite things to do with this glitch would actually have to take, it'd have to take place on a ledge of sorts, something you can fall off of, maybe even a small fall, like, something tiny. You just have to enter that animation. So start out with Fire Surge, fall into, Chaos Storm, well, if I can do it here. Fire Surge into a Chaos Storm, have to hold L2. Let off L2. That could happen. Now this here is another part of this exact same glitch, but it has a different effect. You still cast the spell that you want to use, but it leaves behind a, say it like a side effect, right? So the Great Combustion, you can R1 it, right? You can roll out of it directly into an emit force with L2. Okay, you have to be holding forward while you're doing all this. Combustion, roll, emit, force, L2. You get, I believe there was a YouTube video showing off an incandescent like sun or something like that using this glitch. You can do that same thing again. It's not too hard. Let me show you. Now, if you see this here, this is just this stacked. If you kept going with this, you get a little bit bigger and you get a little more laggy, a little more glitchy. Drop your FPS pretty quickly. You can actually go into someone's world and do this exact thing, although I wouldn't suggest it. And a tip, it only works if they invaded or are in your world before you started doing it. Let me just show you this real quick. You look behind the fucking thing. Oh my lord, it's oof. Now, using that exact same side effect, if you'd like to switch to like Sunlight Spear or Old Moonlight, it leaves behind a slightly different side effect, question mark. This right here. I'd say that's pretty odd. Now, Old Moonlight actually looks a fair bit cooler, and I like it a fair bit more. There it is. Now, a buddy of mine actually showed me these glitches, and I will have a link to his YouTube in the description below. If you'd like to, you can like, you can comment whatever you wish, negative or positive, and subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching. Bye!